Hey Virgo, welcome to your weekly forecast for, what is this, September 9th through the 15th. It's Virgo season, so I'm going backwards in the alphabet. You guys are first this week. We're going to pull some messages for you from some new decks that I have not used on this channel yet. So we have the Art of Love and we have Queen of the Moon Oracle. We've got a full moon coming up on the 13th, so that's always fun. We're going to see what's going on for our moon-sensitive friends. We're going to see what's going on with Virgo. Bear with me, guys. I'm a little sleep-deprived, so if I mix up my words or if I say some zany things, be patient with me. But I got to get these videos out. If I don't get them out in time, you guys turn on me. I don't get the views. You guys, got to try to keep up with you guys, keep you interested. Here is your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the posts are going to be more regular. I'm finally getting settled into the new space. I know I got backed up, guys. Forgive me. I'm trying to get caught back up again. We'll be on regular schedule soon. Here's your Monday, Tuesday. Ooh, the Emperor. Okay. So, in this deck, the major arcana, some of them have different names and they'll have like different little keywords here. And here it says the Father. And those of you who are really into the Emperor card, don't freak out and don't get all mad, okay? I know some people get really sensitive about the Emperor card. But in this deck, this creator has it focused more on the father energy of the Emperor. So Monday, Tuesday, for some of you, there could be something going on with your dad. Not like in a negative way, but like you might have plans with your father. You might have a very like in-depth or meaningful conversation with your father. The star is really jumping out at me. Oop, didn't mean to push you there. Sorry, buddy. The star is really pushing out, jumping out at me there. And so stars for me are like intuition, guidance, divine messages, things of that nature. So maybe Virgo, since you're like in birthday mode or birthday season, maybe your father's a little sentimental and is like passing down words of wisdom or like, you know, kind of like preparing to pass the torch over to you or something along those lines, especially if you have a parent who's a little bit older. Those of you who have a father who has passed, many tarot readers specifically see the Emperor as like, a father figure watching over you. So maybe for some of you, it could be a grandfather or a great-grandfather. Maybe you're getting some message in a dream from like a father energy, or if you have a father who's passed on, there could be something coming in by way of dreams. So if you have an interesting dream Monday or Tuesday involving a father figure or like, a message from a father figure who has passed on, don't just dismiss it as, oh, well, that was an interesting dream, because that was most probably for many of you a visitation where some guidance is being brought to you. I feel, Virgo, like a lot of you are and this came up in last week's reading too, a lot of you are coming out of some kind of a turbulent time. So last week I was like, I don't know if it's like a turbulent time in your family or a turbulent time of year for some reason, or maybe for some of you it's just some inner turmoil or inner conflict, or just some kind of transition that you have been in, but it's becoming to, it's getting to like clear up, or the path is opening up. Some of you may even have your intuition kicking in. The little third eye drop is jumping out at me right there. Okay, but overall I'm getting a very dreamy vibe from here. So some of you may be receiving some interesting messages in your dreams. Your Wednesday, Thursday is Nine of Hearts. So this in traditional tarot would be Nine of Cups. And this is a key, the keyword here given by this creator is stability. Okay, Nine of Cups could also be, or Nine of Hearts in this case, can also be some dream is coming true, or some wish, I should say. I guess a dream and a wish could kind of be the same thing. But some wish is coming true. Something you had hoped for or something you had just been trying to manifest is here. I do feel, Virgo, as often I do with the Nine of Cups, it comes in with the warning or the heads up that this is something that you are doing that's very satisfying for you. So for some of you, you're going to have people coming up who are hating on you for it. Like they're envious, or they're not, like they're just kind of like they're not super happy for you. And they might be like talking trash or putting it down like, oh, it's stupid, or it's not that good, or don't bother. Or you have other people who they kind of want to hitch onto your wagon. They want that free ride, and they're like coming out with like their hands out, like, you know, oh, remember me? I'm your friend. I'm your friend. And so as you're coming into this thing of stability, Virgo, some of you may have been like really generous, like, you know, earlier in your life or back in the day. Maybe you'd go out with your friends and you're like, you know, buying everybody dinner or buying everybody shots, or you're doing this or you're doing that. And so maybe some of you are coming out of like a financial, like a little rough patch financially. Like maybe things are going better financially. And so you may still have some friends from back in the day or relatives or whatever. And they're like, oh, wow, you know, look at Virgo. Virgo's doing well, and Virgo's starting to do well. So they might be expecting like that old Virgo that you were before to come out and like be all generous. But you're coming into a time of stability. You're creating or building something for yourself. I feel like some of you are also really focused on, and this came up, I think it was for Virgo, or it could have been another sign, but I think it was maybe for Virgo before. Something was coming up about property. Like property was a big deal. So some of you might be like, oh, I'm going to be really careful with my money because I want to invest and I want to get like my own place or something along that lines. So something is happening midweek that's getting you closer there, one step closer there. You could be getting some good news financially. There could be some bonus coming your way. There could be some bill that you're paying off, but something is happening that's opening up that door. Okay, for a lot of you. And I do feel for some of you, because this is like a big giant heart here, and the eye is kind of jumping out at me. Some of you might be, getting involved in a new love interest, or spending more time, or getting closer to a current partner or spouse or something. But, you know, they say the eyes are the window to the soul. So I feel like some of you, something is happening where there's just this, maybe for some of you, this isn't so much like a financial wish. Maybe this is more like an emotional. And some of you lucky ones might be having all of it come in, but definitely some kind of wishes coming true. Some good things are coming your way. And look, sure enough, like if this is not a confirmation, I don't know what is. We have the beginning here, the initiation, which in traditional tarot is called the Fool card, right? Which is taking this leap of faith. And again, some of you get really sensitive. I'm sorry if boobies are offensive to anybody, or if if it's bothering you to see that. But you've either got them, you've seen them, or you've got a pretty good idea of what they look like. So just chill out on the comments about that. Some people get all worked up about silly little things, but it is what it is. This is art, guys. So this is the Fool card in traditional tarot, and this is taking this leap of faith. This is the whole thing, the whole kind of thing of feeling called in a certain direction, or deciding to take a step towards something that doesn't make sense to other people. Like they might be like, what are you thinking, Virgo? Or like, what are you doing? But you're feeling called, and you have the Emperor coming up, which is major arcana in the beginning of the week. You have the beginning or the Fool card coming up at the end of the week, which is another major arcana card. So there's a lot of big things happening with your energy this week, Virgo. Some of you are really beginning to lay down some plans for your future. You know, you might not be in a situation where everything is all spelled out, but you're really coming into that stable energy. Like I'm getting a sense or a feeling of putting down roots, whatever that may look like for you. You know, for some of you, it's just putting down roots and enjoying being single and, you know, living that single life. For some of you, it's like getting in that energy of getting settled in, or, you know, like expanding on family, or starting a family, or finding a life partner, or whatever. So I'm not saying all these things are going to happen this week, but the energy is shifting and you're beginning to move in that direction. So as these energies are shifting, Virgo, please keep in mind, it could for some of you show up in the way of like migraines or headaches. It can be sleepiness, feeling very tired, feeling very fatigued. Some people, when they're clearing energy and they're having big shifts, they'll get like cold type symptoms. They'll get like runny nose or things like that. And it's different for different ones of you. Some of you may not experience any of that at all. But understand and know that when we clear energy, we can feel a little tired, a little nasally sometimes, different things, different strokes for different folks. We're going to see what the moon message here is, since we've got the full moon coming up, full moon in Pisces on the 13th, I believe. See what is going on and how Virgo may be experiencing this full moon in Pisces. For those of you that don't know, full moon is an excellent time for releasing. I know some of you like the glow-in-the-dark full moon releases. I was making the videos, and I'm going to try to get that started up again soon. I can't promise it'll happen this week, but I am going to try. Okay, so here we have Virgo protection. Okay, this is, what does it say here? I'm getting old. I can't read. I need bifocals. No, hopefully not yet. No offense to anybody wearing bifocals. Waning crescent, okay, protection, waning crescent. So this is basically, you know, when the waning crescent moon comes in, it's a symbolism for receiving, right? Because when we're in the new moon, we're calling in. When we're in the full moon, we are releasing. We're getting rid of the old gunk that no longer serves us, or we're getting rid of the old blocks, things of that nature. But the fact that you have this, you know, crescent moon coming in with protection, it's letting us know that as you're getting ready for this change, as you're getting ready for this transition of releasing so that the new can come in, you are being watched over, you are being protected. Okay, I feel for some of you Virgos, there's something, and you know what? This is what it is. This is what it is right here. For some of you, this Emperor Father energy in the beginning, and then this leap of faith with the Fool card, and then this card of like the little nest and being carried. I feel, even though the majority of you who watch my channel are like, you know, you're adults, I feel for some of you Virgos, it's like you're finally kind of taking this leap of faith into some level of independence that maybe you didn't have before. You may have had like really alpha parents, or you may have had some very strong matriarchs or patriarchs in your family growing up, and you're finally just coming into like doing things your way or the way that you want to do them. And there may be a little bit of like, oh my goodness, like I'm working so hard. I really hope everything works out. I hope there's nothing unforeseen or unexpected happening. And Spirit is letting you know that there is protection here. Like you're being protected as you're going on this journey. In fact, you're even kind of being carried a little bit. So some of you might have a very supportive friend. Some of you might be meeting a very significant helper in some way in your life, somebody who's going to be significant, whether it be in business, friendship, love, spirituality, whatever it may be. There could be something happening here where you're like, wow, this is very lucky timing. But keep in mind, guys, nothing is a coincidence. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Things happen in divine order. Things happen in divine timing. There's a reason for all things. And then we have here the number 24 is jumping out at me. So we're going to keep this in mind too in your meditations and in your spirit work for the week. 2 is a number of keeping the faith in divine partnerships, right? And that came in. Some of you are having a very significant person coming in to your life this week who's going to be a big part of future plans. Again, it could be somebody, it could be a business partner, somebody that you're doing investing with. It could be somebody, it could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be all kinds of things. But, 2 is divine partnerships and keeping the faith as you're moving ahead. 4 is a number of your angels who are working behind the scenes in your favor and bringing certain circumstances and things into your life. So you're going to be okay. Things are happening behind the scenes. Your guardian angels, your loved ones who've passed on, they're looking out for you, and they're shifting and moving things around for you at this time. If we reduce the numbers, like we sometimes do with numerology, and again, I'm not a numerologist, I'm not an expert in numerology, but 2 plus 4 equals 6. So Virgo, this goes back to the message. It needs to be said again. Some of you, maybe in the past, you expressed your love or your appreciation or your affection to friends, family, romantic partners through gifts, through money. And so this is saying with 6 always comes with the message of balance that out. You know, keep in mind that the right people, the kind of people that you want to have in your life, and the kind of people that are going to have your back are the kind of people that they want to be with you for you, not because of what you bought them, not because of where you took them. And sometimes when 6 comes up, we're dealing with an energy where someone relies on the money too much. Oh, I haven't been around lately. Let me make it up to you. I'll take you to a really nice dinner, or I'll buy you that thing you've been wanting. And when it comes down to it, it's not about that. It's not about the material. Make sure that you're keeping that in balance. Make sure you're keeping that in order, especially since you don't want to be attracting users and gold diggers and all kinds of craziness into your life. 6 always says balance out the way that you express your appreciation for others and the way that you are present in their life. You don't want to have this thing on you where you're just this walking ATM, or you're like this magical gift bag of surprises. So keep that in mind, my darlings. Be sure to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. Those of you who are like, hey, that's really great, Amethyst, but what about my love life? The love readings are separate. There's a link in the description that will take you to those if you want to check those out. And also, if you would like a private reading, I'm getting caught up from that special I had. The calendar's clearing up again. There's more availability. You guys can stop being mad at me. There's availability now. So if you click on the Calendly link in the description of the video, it'll take you to go ahead and schedule a private reading with me for those of you who'd like to do that. And as always, if you'd like to know more about the card decks I used, or if you want to check them out, there's a link in the description of the video to take you to those. All right, my Virgos, have a fabulous week. Take care.